Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to another lecture. Today we're gonna continue learning where we stopped, and actually we stopped after, let's check it out here. After actually we create the post and we can set a value into our database. Now, I told you that we can do this in two ways. Now here, if you bother this one, if you don't want to use like this, to specify the inside array, you're just gonna remove it. But also I'm gonna remove this part for me because we're gonna use it later, and we know that we are doing the users, and I can just comment this part here again, and I'm gonna uncomment because I don't want to double comments here. Now I think everything looks nice, and if you want to check if everything is working, you can just start from here. Second way of storing data into the DB, right? That's the second way. Now what we can do here, we can just continue where we left. I'm just gonna get the user here, and I will say user equal auth. This is the auth class, user. Now I will get the user. Probably we do have this auth, but I'm just going to import it anyway. This class has already been imported. Very good. Now I have the authenticated user. I will also do a post that will be equal to new post. So I'm actually creating an object of this post class. And also I can import this one, and it's already been there. So if you go up, there is the post, there is the auth, right? Now, if you don't have it, just please pause the video and import it, or find a way how to install the extension that I have, or if you're using different editor, just find a way how you can do this like a little bit faster in order to not type the URL, right? Not type actually the path. So we do have actually we don't need post here. For some reason I did post, but now in the input, what we can do, in the input we can store, we can copy this one same, and in the input variable we can store all of the requests that are there, and the moment we have only the title that is required, and maximum character is 255. Now after that we can say that, so this is one way to save it, all of it, or if you want a separate way, I mean if you want just the title, you can just put it like this. So no problem, even if you do this or this, it will, like for example, if you have more fields here, you want to body, the body that need to go to the request, input body. All right, so that will be two values instead of one input here. Now what I want to do is, with this authenticated user, now because we have the model, let's just say go user here, and I'm gonna go back to the model post. I'm just gonna save it and close it. So we have that relationship between user, and we have that relationship between posts. So now what I can do, because I have this authenticated user, I can access the posts, because in our user I have post method, and this post method is actually linked to our post model, and here it is. In our post model we have the user. So now with the user, with this user I can access the posts, not post, because we have user posts. So if you have post here, or you have different name, you can put that name there. And actually what you can do now, user post, oops, what happened? Oh, user post, and we can say create. There's another method that we can use. So create, and I'm just gonna pass in the entire input. Maybe I do have this input have like 5 values here, five different input fields, like title, body, message, whatever you want there, subject. Maybe it can be that. So you putting everything in one input. Now let's just save it. I don't have any errors at the moment, but before that, let me just go here and say PHP PHP myadmin, and I just want to go here, ignore all. You shouldn't see this error in your place because I've messed it up a little bit with my database. So Lara intro, and if I go to posts here, I do have the post from the previous saving. Right now, let's just see if this is gonna work. Now I do have the input. Yeah, we should try. Refresh, and we have first and second post. Let's say third post. Oh, third post, and just save it. And now I should get some error. Add token to fillable property to allow mass assignment. So actually, the token is not the problem here. And we need to talk what is mass assignment and how we should get rid of it. So mass assignment is when you want to send an array to the model, and actually to our post model, right? To our post model. So basically, you want to set a bunch. You can do here a bunch of set different fields instead of in a single go, instead of setting one by one. Something like in the users. So we can do this protected fillable. But what protected fillable means is that you can use fillable to protect which fields you want actually to allow for updating. So in the user, we have name, email, and password. Those are allowed for the users to update. For example, if they want to update new name, email, or password, they can do that. But the user table does have more fields. Let's just check it out. Users table do have more fields. Like what else? Like the ID, or here doesn't matter. But for example, it can have many fields here. Maybe they can have, for example, user type. In future, we can create user type here, and we can say that this user is subscriber or admin. So we don't want that to be fillable here, and the users to change that. And for example, they can make themselves admin and they can do a lot of damage. So that in theory they can do that. So fillable property is with that. We actually want to say, okay, we want to protect which fields you want actually to update. Now, what we can do actually in post, we can say protected and say fillable, and that will be an array just like this. So inside the array at the moment, I do have one called title, right? You just do it like this, title, and if we have in future, we can add more things that we want this actually to be updated in the database. So now if I go back here and if I refresh, I shouldn't see this error. Here it is. We not redirect anywhere, but let's go to posts, and here is the third post is there actually. Save it. Now this is what you need to know. We need to create this fillable here, and in future if we're going to create blade.php, so open the resources, posts, create, so resources, post, create, and the create blade file. In future we might have a different group here, for example for the body or for the content of this post. So this body here, actually we can put it here in the fillable. We can allow this to be updated here, right? So we're not touching the user ID, we're touching the title only. Now that's awesome. So what we need to do here is one more thing. We can, after this, so you can use this one or you can use this one, up to you. Now after every save, see we are still in the same page, so we didn't go anywhere. So we can do return, redirect, and there are a couple of ways. For example, we can redirect back. There's a one method here that we can redirect back. So let's just see this, what it will mean. So we can, for example, after the saving, we can redirect back the way we were before. So I'm just gonna go back here, just gonna refresh. Actually, I'm just gonna you just refresh in order not to have anything in the input. Now make it fourth post and save it and see what's happening. Now here it was quick, it redirect back to our post create, but we should have here fourth post. That was really fast. Let's do fifth. So fifth post, and let's submit it, and it sure redirect us back to where we were. Now you can use this one. So if you want to redirect to the place you were, but I'm gonna say return, redirect, and you can also use the route here. Now if you want to use the route, you need to say where you want to redirect. If you go this and say PHP, so if you go in a command line, make it bigger a little bit. So if you go in a command line, PHP artisan route list, you can see what's happening. Okay, yeah, it gives me an error because I haven't. I'm just gonna comment this for now because it's not finished and it's good. Maybe you've got that already. Now, if I go to the route list, you will see all of the routes that you have. Here it is. I just want to go to post index. Although I don't think so that we have created those views yet. No, we don't have it. So actually we do have it. So here are the list of, here are the list of all of the available posts. So I just want to redirect here. Doesn't matter, I don't have anything. I just want to go somewhere. I don't want to stay in the create, right? So now what I can do, I just go redirect, route, and here in quotes I can say post. So this guy here, the name, post dot index, and that's should do the job. So now see, we should have, after this one, we should go to the post and index. All right, so let's see, sixth. Here are the list of the all available posts. So it's working. You don't see post index because, I just should see it, because this is the URI, the post. Post index and post store are both same. Now that's for this lecture. So you know how to store the data using, through the user, access the post method that it's in the user. This actually connects us with the model post. And in the model post, we need to put our fillable in order to avoid mass assignment and mass assignment error. So if you have this error, just try, see if you are having all of your fields that you want to be updated in a database. So actually, we just told them, yeah, go update this field in the post. And that's pretty much it. And we know how to redirect now. The next part, maybe next lecture, we're gonna create here a message because I want you to have some sort. So in the views, we're gonna create a new folder called par. So you can say partials or you can say includes, doesn't matter. So here in this folder, we will put the messages, the blade, the PHP, and here we're gonna put all of the messages here. For example, when I want to go, when I successfully save something, I just want to go there and display the message here, right? I just want to have some that visual representation to the users that you have done, that they have done something, and that action is either an error or success. So we're gonna deal with that in I think in the following lecture. And sorry about my voice, I'm a little bit sick, so every time I start recording I always get sick, and plus the weather here in Melbourne is changing every day, so sorry about if you hear this in my voice, but yeah, it is what it is. So I hope you had a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.